Hello guys. So let's start our today's session. So in last class we started branch accounting and today is the second class of our branch accounting. And in the very first class we learned the step for incorporation of financial accounts. There were four steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Today we will do one more sum to get a better clarity on these steps. Okay. So we'll do one problem from Institute Math itself. You can open page number 15.62, illustration 13. So let's get started with our sum. See what it's written here. Ring Bell Limited, Delhi has a branch at Bombay. What does it signify? It means that this is head office, this is branch, where a separate set of books is used. This signifies that it is an independent branch. Correct? Correct, na? Yeah. And it's saying the following is the trial balance extract on 31st December. So and head office trial balance is given, branch trial balance is given. Okay, these are the adjustments which we have given, and we have been asked to prepare branch current account, and we also have to prepare incorporated financial accounts. Okay. Okay, so what was our first step? What was our very first step for preparation of incorporation of financial accounts? See, our very first step was to reconcile. Our very first step was to reconcile. Okay, so we'll check there. So in the books of head office, see, branch current account has a balance of 1,33,710. Okay, so this should be our balance in head office account also. In branch account we have a balance of 1,33,710. So we should have also a balance of what in head office we should have. Okay, here we have a different balance. So what's the difference between these two? Tell me. The difference stands at 4.7k, 4,700. Correct now? Yes. The difference between these two balances are 4,700. So first we have to reconcile this, then we can move to our second step. So our very first step is to reconcile the branch balance and head office balance. Okay. So we'll see the adjustments, that what are the adjustments for 4,700. Correct. Let's come here. See, we have been given that cash remitted by branch but not received by head office, 3,000 rupees. Okay, so we got the difference for 3,000 rupees. That's the first adjustment. Second adjustment is stock stolen in transit from head office and charged to branch by the head office but not credited to head office in the branch books, as the branch manager declines to admit any liability, not covered by insurance 1700. So what the question is saying? The question is saying that head office has sent goods to branch. The head office had sent goods to branch, but branch didn't receive it and was stolen while in transit. Okay, so we have to give the effect for this, because head office had passed the entry, branch didn't pass any entry, because branch manager is not accepting any liability. Correct. So the amount is 1700. So another difference we have got is for 1700. So by adding up these two, we get 4,700. Okay. So we got the figures by why there is a difference for 4,700. Okay. So let's come to our solution. step 1. What was our step 1? Reconciling of balances. So what's the first thing? Cash remitted by branch on itna, but received by head office on itna, which means branch has given the cash, which means branch must have passed the entry. Head office didn't pass any entry. So now head office, we will pass entry in the books of head office. In the books of head office, what entry will be passed? Will pass cash in transit, debit to branch. How much? 3,000. Then, so we have done the adjustment for this particular thing. Then what's the second thing? See, here we have been told that head office had sent the goods. Head office had sent the goods, but branch is not accepting any liability for that. So what we will do? And also insurance were not there. So one thing is clear, that 1700 is loss. But who will bear this loss? There are two cases. There are two cases, case A and case B. Okay. First thing is, head office has already passed the entry. Now branch will pass the entry accepting the loss. That is loss in transit to head office, 1700, 1700. Or another case might be that head office will reverse the entry which they have passed, accepting that the loss is theirs. So loss in transit, this is passed by branch, this is being passed by head office. We can take any of the scenarios. Okay, case A and case B, both is acceptable. We'll go with case B, as because branch is not accepting that it's their loss, so we'll just assume that we can do both of the things, but here we will assume that head office has accepted its loss. So in the books of head office only we'll pass the second entry as well, that is loss in transit, debit to branch, 1700, 1700. We write the narrations here, being cash in transit recorded, being goods loss on transit is recorded. Okay, so our very first step is finished. Our first step for reconciliation, we have made the reconciliation. Now the balancer will reconcile. See, we have this is debit. See, this is debit, this is credit. This is debit, this is credit. So earlier head office has a debit balance of branch of 1,33,710. Now we have credited branch by 3,000 and 1,700. So we have credited, which means it will be subtracted 3,000 and 1,700, and it will land up to 1,29,010. So now see if the balance has been reconciled or not. So here the balance is 1,29,010, and here also 1,29,010. So our very first step is finished. Then let's move to step 2. Let's move forward to step 2. that is preparing final accounts of branch. But if we'll read the question, see, by reading the question we got to know that we have been given the, this is branch trial balance, we have been given the profit, and once we have given the profit, our purpose for preparing trading account and PL account is to get the net profit, but we have been already been given the net profit, so we will just prepare the balance sheet. We don't have to prepare the trading and profit and loss account. So here trading and account will not be prepared as because profit is already given. We will only prepare balance sheet of branch. Correct? Chalo, let's prepare the balance sheet of branch. Chalo. So first is fixed assets, 95,000. Fixed assets, 95,000. Second is profit, 31,700. Second is profit, 31,700. Then stock, 50,460. It will be closing stock, 50,460. Because if it will be opening stock, then it would have been taken into account while preparing the trading account. But as we have already been given the profit, here we have been given the profit. See, here we have been given the profit, so it cannot be opening stock, no? Understood? Because while calculating the profit, opening stock would, the adjustment for opening stock would have been done. Only the adjustment of closing stock would be left. That is, we have to take it into balance sheet. That's why. So this is the closing stock. Correct. Then debtors and creditors, 19,100 and 10,400. So debtors and creditors, 19,100 and 10,400. Next is cash balance, 6,550. And head office current account, 129,010. Head office, 1,29,010. And there was no adjustment in the books of branch. These are adjustment in the books of head office. So we don't have to do anything. We just have to total this and it will tally. So if we total this, it will be 1,71,10. Here 1,71,10. Done. Our step 2 is also done. That is preparing final accounts of branch. Here we have not prepared trading and PL as because profit was already given. Correct, na? Chalo, we'll move to step 3. We'll move to step 3. What was our step 3? What is our step 3? Step 3 is to prepare final accounts, not final accounts, trading and PL in head office books. Okay. So here also we'll not have to prepare it because we have been given the figures of profit. See, we have been given profit for the year 50 to 200. Okay, but here we will have to prepare PL and appropriation account. Why I'll say tell you, because we have been given the opening profit and loss account balance. Okay, so we'll have to prepare PL Appro to get the closing profit and loss account balance. Okay, so how we'll do it? Step 3. Buy balance carried down. We are not preparing trading and PL, we are preparing PL Appro. So buy balance carried down 25,310, and by current year profit and loss, it was current year profit and loss 52 200, 52 200. Then anything else? Share capital will not take, general reserve will not take, fixed assets will not take, stock will not take, debtors will not take. Okay, so that's it, and we have passed the reconciliation entry. We'll see. So cash in transit to branch, this will not come, but loss in transit, this is loss in transit, this is PL item, so this will come. So loss in transit, we'll take loss in transit also into consideration to loss in transit 1700. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so our to balance carried down will be 510, 757, 77, 510, तो 10 5 6 8 2 5 75 810. Okay, done. This will be our closing balance of PL appropriation. Third step is also done. Then fourth step is preparing consolidated balance sheet. So step 4 is preparing consolidated balance sheet. See, I'll just take you through one thing. Here we have been given profit and loss account opening balance plus profit for the year. That is why we are preparing PL and appropriation account. In the branch trial balance, we have just been given the profit for the year and not the opening balance of PL account. That's why we didn't prepare profit and loss appropriation account. Correct? So here we will prepare consolidated balance sheet. So while preparing consolidated balance sheet, first we have to prepare the balance sheet for everything for head office. So we'll start from here. Issued equity share 8 lakh. So share 8 lakh. Then profit and loss we have taken into consideration. General reserve 1 lakh. So here we'll write general reserve 1 lakh. Then next thing will be fixed assets 5 lakh 30,000 and stock 2 lakh 22,470. Fixed assets 5 lakh 30,000. And stock 2 lakh 22,470. Then debtors and creditors 5,500 and 21,900. 5,500 and creditors. Creditors 21,900. Profit we have already taken into consideration. Then cash balance 62,730. Cash 62,730. And branch balance 1,33,710. We'll write branch balance or what? We'll not write branch here because ultimately it will be set off and it will become zero. In last class we have seen that always branch balance become nil. Okay, so we'll not take write branch balance here as of now. Okay, so this is done. This is the balance sheet for head office. And after that what we'll do, we'll incorporate everything present in the branch balance sheet into the consolidated balance sheet. So what entry will be passed in the books of head office? We'll take everything from branch balance sheet. So what are the things? Fixed assets, stock, debtor and cash. We'll take everything. What? Fixed assets, then stock, debtors and cash. What are the figures? 95,000, 50,460, 19,100, 6,550. Then we'll take profit and creditors. So it will be to branch. We'll totally add it up, and then branch debit, to creditors, and to profit and loss. What was the figure? 10,400 and 31,700. Okay, so adding up we'll get 42,100 or 1,71,110. Okay, so once the entry has been passed, we will add up everything here. Branch 95,000, here branch 50,460, here branch debtors is 19,100, here branch 6,550, then here creditors branch 10,400, then profit and loss. Acha, we have not written profit and loss of our head office, which will be 75,810, and for branch 31,700. Okay, done. And we'll see that if we have given the adjustment for all the entries. So loss in transit to branch. So here branch is there. So we will not write anything in branch. So loss in transit we have given the effect. Here branch we are not taking into consideration. The cash in transit at 3,000. This is pending. So cash in transit 3,000. So now everything has been done. Now our balance sheet this is the consolidated balance sheet which should tally. So these are the entries which are passed in the books of head office for taking the things present in the branch balance sheet. So in likewise, branch should also pass the entries in its book for giving those things. In the books of branch, what entry will be passed? They will pass head office debit, to fixed assets, to stock, to debtors, to cash. 95,000, 50,460, 19,100, 6,550, 1,71,110. And another entry they will pass is creditor debit, PL debit to head office 10,400, 31,700, 42,100. These are the entries which will pass in the books of branch. They are giving away their assets, so they are crediting it, and they are giving away its creditor and profit, so they are debiting it. Same way, it is receiving all the assets, so it's debiting it, and receiving all the liabilities, so it's crediting it. Okay, understood? So we have prepared the consolidated balance sheet as well. So is our sum finished? No, not finished yet, because they have asked us the branch current account. They have asked us the branch current account. So branch current account is prepared in whose books? In the books of branch or in the books of head office? Obviously in the books of head office. Okay, so we have to prepare branch current account in the books of head office. Okay, understood? So we'll see what all things to write. First of all, balance. So we have been given the opening balance 133,710. So we'll write this what to balance brought down 133,710. Then we will see what all are the entries which have been passed in the books of head office, because branch current account has been prepared in the books of head office. So this was the opening entry. Then head office books where branch has been included. So this is in this entry branch is included. So we'll write this all things. So to branch means buy fixed assets, buy stock, buy debtors, buy cash 95,000, 50,460, 19,100. You can see the figures. Tell me if any figure is wrong. Okay. Here creditor and PL. So to creditor 10,400, to PL 31,700. Okay. Then more two entries were there, adjustment entries. This one. This also we have to pass. So cash in transit debit and loss in transit debit. So by cash in transit, by loss in transit. How much? 3,000, 1,700. Okay. So what will be the balancing figure? Tell me. What will be the balancing figure? No, there will be no balancing figure. There will be no balancing figure. This account should tally. Why? Because while preparing consolidated balance sheet, we saw that branch balance is becoming nil. So this is after preparing the consolidated balance sheet. So this should tally and the balance should become nil. So we'll see 14, 18, 810, 1537, 1,75,810 and 0, 1,598,57. Okay. So see, this account is tallied and is matched. So this is how we prepare branch current account. Okay. So we saw one extra thing in this sum, that is preparing branch current account. Okay. So likewise we'll move forward and we'll do different types of sum in the particular chapter. So that's all for today. In the next class we'll do another type of sum. Okay. Thank you. Tada. Bye bye.